5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Life is one of the heaviest beams one can try to support. It is known to go through storms that contain heavy winds and downpours. But you are built to stand and not collapse. I challenge you to grow out of your comfort zone. The biggest giant you will ever face in life is your mindset. One of the biggest things that limit us and keep us defeated is the opinion we have of ourselves. When I changed my mind, it changed my life. I didn't just survive, I bounced back better. Bounce 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 back better.
You're now listening to LifeStruction with Eric.
Many of us started this year off full of fire. Some of you have made a decision to go back to school. Some started the foundation to birth a business. Some made the decision to live a healthier life and shed some pounds. Some said they would stop drinking and drugging. The list goes on and on. I applaud the ones of you that initiated your plan and you have been successful all year. But there is always that 80% that run into obstacles and either get sidetracked or flat out quit. Hey there, welcome to the LifeStruction with Eric podcast. I am your host, Eric. Today is November the 22nd, which means we have 40 days left in this year. So my question to you is, what's left in your 40? What's left in your 40? Each one of us is birthed, basically from birth, we're created to accomplish something specific that no one else in our family has ever been able to accomplish. But what happens is most of the time, we pitch it and try to convince everyone of what we're going to do, how we're going to do it. But at the same time, the ones that we're pitching it to are not dream catchers. So we're pitching our dreams to people that's not even dream catchers. By the way, there are low-key dream killers. So what happens when we pitch to them the change that we're trying to make in our lives? What happens, they give us a response like, my cousin tried that and they went into a lot of debt behind that. Or the big one, what you mean you're going to quit your job? You're going to quit your job and try to do what? And, most of the time, these responses, they discourage us. So what's the first thing we do? We put it off. You start to rethink, this may be a bad idea. Maybe I didn't think this thing all the way through. Maybe it isn't a good idea after all. So if that's you that I just described, if I just describe your situation, let me ask you this. Are you constantly being awakened at night? And all during the day, you're constantly being reminded of what it is that you want to do. If so, guess what? That's a vision from God. And God has wired you with that vision. Or God has wired you with a change that you need to bring to your life. But many times, it's a lot of people that spend a lifetime wandering away from what God made them, basically because they have never recognized who they are in the first place. You've been on a job 15 to 20 years. You've been working in that same position the entire time. You have that I just want to go to work and do my job mindset. I don't want any extra responsibilities. I just want to go to work and do my job, and go home. You even brag about I can do my job, with my eyes closed. But at the same time, you complain about the amount of money that you make. Uh, and then another thing is someone else gets the promotion, and then that boss comes and asks you to train that person. Yeah, that hurts, don't it? You didn't put in for the promotion because you're happy with just going to work, doing your job, and going home. You don't want the extra responsibility, but your boss sees greatness in you. They know your potential that you're letting sit idle. So you don't want the position. They hire somebody else, but they ask you to train that person. Every job that you work on, every job should put you on track toward a goal that is bigger than the present one that you're on so you can fulfill your vision. But so many people, they allow procrastination to become a full-time occupation. Too many of us, we bury change and never allow it to manifest, which leads to us killing off what God meant for us to basically what would bring so much freedom to our lives. With us procrastinating and not bringing that change to our life, pretty much all it does is it dies on the inside of us because we keep saying, we're going to change. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. And you never do it. And it just dies on the inside of us. Once again, today, we have 40 days left in this year. Don't wait until the last week of December and start telling people, yeah, my New Year's resolution is this. No, New Year's resolutions are dead. You need to start before the new year. Put it in action before the new year. If you start today bringing change to your life, by the time the new year come, it will be a formed habit. You will have a routine in your life of doing this. So you won't have to wait. When everybody else starts the new year all fresh saying they're going to do this and they're going to do that, you already be walking into making change in your life. You already be ahead of them. So don't wait. Don't wait. Real quick, I had a coworker to approach me last week and say, Eric, guess what? I'm going back to school to get my degree so I can work in the field that I've so longed for. She said, I registered uh, in 2019 and was supposed to start school in the spring of 2020. Then COVID came. And she said, basically, I got complacent and I put it off. She said, one of the things I said was because her schooling was going to require her to go full time. And she said, one of the things was, well, I can't afford to leave my job and go to school. Then she said something that blew my mind. She said, uh, you have encouraged me so much. Watching and listening to your podcast has encouraged me so much. It blew my mind because I didn't even know that she watched it. But she went on to tell me, how her and her fiance had made all of these changes. They had sit down and they had planned out everything so she would be able to go to school and don't stress about how the bill is going to be paid. She was like, I got a new car back in February, but now I found out that, it's dealerships that's buying cars back and they are paying basically more than what you owe. So she was basically like, I'm going to profit $3,500 off of my car when I sell it back to him. So that's going to put a little bit of my savings out. Just to say that, to give you just an idea of some of the things she told me she was doing. So she created, a game plan so she could go ahead and pursue going back to school so she could better herself, and I was like, wow, that's awesome. So how many of us, have change in us, but we're scared because we've kept it on the inside of us because we feel that we may pitch it to our spouses or our significant others and they may not receive it well, and that's not always the case. A lot of times you don't have help or the support that you think that you should have. because you don't let them know what it is you're trying to do. Having one person in our lives that will support, push, and hold us accountable is a must. If you don't have an accountability partner, it's a must. You have to have one. Uh, you may not always like their direction that they give you, but I guarantee you they will help you grow if you take the advice that they give you, you take the direction, you will definitely grow through them. And more than anything, first, like my coworker, you have to realize you are responsible for activating that change that you want to bring into your life. And this is big. Being responsible for change comes with many obstacles when we're doing something to bring change in our lives. We expect all our friends and family to support us, but that ain't going to happen. It took me a while to understand that a lot of people that I'm connected to would not connect to my platform. I get it. My story may not be the success story like the Eric Thomas, the Les Brown, or the Tony Robbins. You know, so I had to find my own audience, and I finally figured it out. I had to find my audience that, I could connect with and I could reach out to them. So, how did I do it? I branched out, started to stream my podcast on multiple platforms. That's when I was able to reach more people. And I found out that I was, you know, attracting the people that needed what I had. I had something these individuals wanted. They found out my platform was a self-help platform. We're not telling you, how to get rich in 30 days or how to drop 50 pounds in 60 days. But what we're giving you are tools to bounce back and build a better version of yourselves. Someone might be asking, why did I feel the need to share that? I shared it because a lot of times we have the thought of doing something to better ourselves, but we feel we can't because we may not be financially ready. But I'm here to tell you, you have to be creative when it comes to bettering yourself. You know, Look at your monthly expenses. What can you do without? You know, how bad do you want to bring change to your life? If you want it bad enough, you will find a way to make it happen. You have to make yourself a priority. It's not selfish when you make yourself a priority, but it's very necessary if you want to bring change. What you believe about what you can achieve determines what you will achieve. So my question to you again is, what's left in your 40? What's left in your 40 days? Do you want to stop drinking, smoking cigarettes, using drugs? I heard somebody say, "Hold up, Eric. I don't do none of that." I hear you, but don't forget this podcast is for everybody. Like, it's for everybody. You know, Everybody that pretty much watches this podcast has something about them they need to change. So, if that's not you, do you want to lose weight? Do you want to go back to school? Do you want to start a business? What is it that you want to do? What is it that you want to do? Matter of fact, type it in the comment section. Uh, Type it. Take the time, type what it is in the comment section that you want to do to bring change to yourself. I'm going to take the time and look over the comments, and I'm going to pray over everything that you drop in the comment section about what it is that you want to bring change to your life. But first and foremost, I challenge you to make today the last day that you drift along without working toward making a change in your life. Today is the day to no longer be employed by procrastination. Matter of fact, I want you to speak it into existence right now. Just speak it to yourself. If somebody's in the other room, they might think you crazy, but I want you to shout out, I'm giving procrastination a pink slip. I'm giving my procrastination a pink slip. So if you started something early on and hit the pause button, I challenge you to resume your focus on bettering yourself. If you are starting from scratch, all it takes is being committed. When you set your eyes on a goal and stay focused, you are guaranteed to reach that goal. Who remembers when you were learning to ride a bike? We were told to look straight ahead because where you look is where you were going. If you look down, you were going to fall down. So many people set their goals in their lives, but they look away and get distracted and they fall off course. That's basically what happened a lot of times. We are, you how many times do we see people say, you take those pictures and you post it in the gym. This is my first day at the gym. This is my first day to building a better, healthier version of me. And then a few days into it, you start looking around at all of these people in the gym that's working out, and they're a little chiseled, and they got that flat gut, and you got the 15 pack, and you got a little fat on your arms, and you looking at them and you looking at yourself, and you get discouraged. But what you don't fail to realize, those people been in the gym, a minimum of 6 to 9 months. You've been in the gym a minimum, less than a week. So you can't compare, their progress to your progress. But what you should be doing is looking at them for your motivation and saying, hey, if this person can do it, I can do it. If they put in the work, I can put in the work. But what so many people do, they get discouraged by these people, and you think your process, should be much faster than theirs. No, we all have to go through that process when we're trying to bring any type of change to our lives, but we have to be willing and humble, enough to endure the process. So, question for you: uh, how disciplined are you in relation to your change? How disciplined are you? If you don't have a pen and paper, move quickly and grab it, because you need to write down these five questions I'm going to give you, and this is something that you can read and basically ask yourself every day, and you can build off of it until you get that routine in your life that you're walking out your change. First one: what are you putting all of your energy into? Number one, what are you putting all of your energy into? So basically, what I'm asking you, are you wasting your time on something that's sucking the life out of your goal? If so, you need to refocus your energy. So number one, what are you putting all of your energy into? Number two, where are you investing your money? Number two, where are you investing your money? Where your money reside? Are you buying expensive things that you don't need? Are you investing in everything but your vision? Yeah, something to think about. So number two, where are you investing your money? Number three, what are you watching on TV and what books are you reading? We got these binge watchers. I hear them at work. They're like, yeah, I binge watched this and I binge watched that. You spending an entire weekend binge watching. You working Monday through Friday. You spending the entire weekend binge watching. You know, what are you watching on TV and what books are you reading? Are you watching trash TV? Are you reading romance novels? You should be watching things that relate to your vision and reading books that offer skills you need to fulfill your vision. So, Number three, what are you watching on TV and what books are you reading? Number four, what are you taking into your body? That's a big factor. A lot of people don't know it, but that's a big factor. What you eat can either energize your body or it can make you very tired. So you got to be careful and very, very strategic on what are you eating? What are you putting in your body? Number four, what are you taking into your body? Because a lot of people, we don't realize it until it's too late. There are people who are dying slowly because they constantly eating food that's not good for them. If you want to rest good at night, think clearly, and have a lot of calmness to your infrastructure, you have to eat and eat healthy and take vitamins. It's a must. So number four, what are you taking into your body? And number five, this is the big one. What is your attitude on life? What's your attitude on life? If you know where you're going, you can keep a positive attitude. When things go wrong, you can say that's okay. It's only temporary. But you have to have strong faith uh, that you can and will make it. That's one of the things. You have to realize you're going to have some ups and you're going to have some downs. So number five, what is your attitude on life? So yeah, I plead with you today to make your life count for the next 40 days. What you cannot do is allow fear to hold your mindset hostage. If you are afraid to take action to move forward towards your vision, check this out. I'd rather try and fail than never try and never know if I could succeed. People who succeed, they try, and people who don't try have no success. So, you making a change in your life and staying focused will give you access to walk through doors that you only basically have dreamed about. So if you've gotten off track in life, it doesn't matter how long, how young or old you are. Today is a day to refocus on your goal and make decisions that will lead you there. So say this with me. Say, God, I know I haven't made the best use of my time, gifts, or resources in the past, but right now, I decree I'm going to make the rest of my life count. If you didn't get it, that last part is very, very important. But right now, I decree I'm going to make the rest of my life count. So once again, as I asked you, what's left in your 40? What's left in your 40? Ah, any questions? Any questions? That was good. That was good for me. If it wasn't good for you, that was good for me. Man, I'm just so excited, to be. Wow, Rick, thanks for watching, Rick. Uh, I'm just so excited to be connected to, the life, my LifeStruction fam. And like I said, I when God gives you a vision, you know, he is very well pleased when he see you operating in the vision that he gave you. So, you know, you have to, you have to know that walking in your vision, bringing change to your life, it requires a lot of patience, and like I said earlier, sometimes the people that you think are going to support you are not going to support you. But that's why, more than anything, you have to build a foundation, you know, in Christ. You have to have a foundation where when you can't talk to anyone else, you can talk to God, you know. But as I also stated, you have to have one person in your life that you can hold as an accountability partner. We all have to have one. Many of us call them a mentor. If you don't look to him as a mentor, some people call him a praying, some people have praying partners. Some people have life coaches, but whatever it is, you have to have someone in your life that's going to hold you accountable, because even us, as the ones of us that look at ourselves as, you know motivational speakers, people, people that inspire others, even us, we have times in our life where we need some encouragement. We need someone to give us direction. you know when I look back the other day, I looked back all the way to March, at when I first started out my podcast. And I thought I was doing a great job. And then I look at my recent recordings, and I go back to back in March. I've grown a lot, and it's only through me taking direction, through people that hold me accountable. And another big thing that's important, you have to be able to take constructive criticism. Because you cannot grow if you're looking for someone to be there to basically co-sign everything you do. Oh, Eric, that's great. Oh yeah, I love that. Oh yeah, you did a great job on that. No, I had someone to tell me, it was like, you say too much. You be talking and you say, uh, and I thanked them for, sharing that with me. And then I go back and I listen at my recordings, and I was saying every 3 or 4 words. So that's something that I focus on now. And just like yourself, when you're bringing change to your life, you have to focus on, you know, the defaults that you have. How can I better myself? Yeah, I'm bringing change, and I'm doing this, but what is it? Because there's always room for growth. Always room for growth. So I just want to share that with you guys. uh Thank you guys for tuning in today. um Real quick, if you are not on my LifeStruction with Eric Facebook page, make sure, soon as this is over, you go over and click like on that page, because next Monday will be my last podcast for this year. So next Monday will be my last podcast for this year. And then basically we're going to be focusing on starting out fresh for January. But what I will be doing for the month of December, you know, I will be doing giveaways the entire month. So you want to make sure that you connect with that LifeStruction with Eric Facebook page. I just said again. If you didn't catch it, I caught it. See, I'm listening to myself. So yeah, go over to the LifeStruction with Eric Facebook page and definitely click like on it, and definitely make sure that you hit the notification so every time I post, you will get it. Because as I stated, we're going to be giving away the month of December. We're going to be doing a giveaway each week, basically to try to bless, someone leading up to for Christmas. Some people say holidays, but I'm a child of God and I'm going to say Christmas. So we're going to be doing giveaways. So make sure you connect with us on that page. Once again, I thank you for tuning in today. I love you guys for sharing your Monday with me, and we will see you next week. With that being said, you guys have a great evening. Thank you for tuning in.